Hello everyone and welcome back to part 18 of my Learn Ethical Hacking course. In this part we're going to actually combine our payload and beef hook together. So we're going to gain full access over someone's computer using beef and our payload together. This is very effective and it's also very useful because this beef hook is like an access point, and then our payload or our rootkit will be uploaded to the server, or the victim's computer in this case, which will give us full access because that will have persistence, etc. Plus there are more commands that you can do with a payload than you can't with beef. So I'm going to keep this terminal window open because this is the beef terminal window. I'm going to open Terminator and I'm going to start Hercules because we need to create our undetectable payload. So I'm going to type Hercules. This will start the Hercules framework. We're going to generate a payload. We'll generate reverse HTTP. Doesn't really matter which one as long as the one that you use works for you. So 192.168, this is my server's IP address, 110.128. We're going to use 8080 for the port. We're not going to add persistence in this case, just for demonstrational purposes. We're not going to add migration. And this can be called update. So it's going to just compile it. We're not going to compress it. There we go. It's been created or is compiled into update.exe. So this is our payload. This payload has been generated to our root directory, which is right here. Here's the file. So I'm going to open a new window. I'm going to go to our server's directory, which is in root var and then www.html. Then I'm going to upload our payload to this server. There we go. So we've uploaded our payload. We've got our client or zombie hooked because this victim machine is still on our blog. So it's on our blog, which is on the server, and it has the script already on this website. So we can let's use a fake notification bar. So we'll go to social engineering, not persistence, and we'll use fake notification bar Firefox. Inside the plugin URL, we need to have the direct download link for our payload, which was called update.exe. So we need to type HTTP 192.168 again. This will be different for you, obviously. And then at the end of the last IP or the last digit of your IP address, you need to type /update.exe. This depends on what you called it. So I called it update.exe. So I'm going to type update.exe here. Yours might be called new. It could be called new update. In fact, anything you wish, as long as you got a direct download for it. So essentially this URL is going to our server, but then it's trying to access this standalone file. I'm going to change the notification text to critical update required. I'll type please update to continue using this browser safely. Then I'll click execute. We go to our victim's computer. It will say critical update required, so they panic and then they end up clicking on install plugin. It's going to install update.exe. We'll go back to our Kali machine and we'll open a new, or we'll split this horizontally, and I'll start MSF console. Oh, console, make sure you spell it right. This will start the MSF console. In fact, I can close out of that now because we've already created our payload with Hercules. Don't need this window open. Make it less complicated. Close this terminal window. There we go, it's starting the Metasploit framework console because we don't want to run this just yet because we're not listening for a connection on the same port and the same host. So we'll just wait for Metasploit to actually start. In the meantime, you can send something else, or you could listen to their webcam and see what they're doing. See, there's different camera exploits. We could redirect them to a different website now, as long as they install this update. So let's incorporate pretty theft and we'll get the Facebook just to show you how you would sort of use this. So we'll just execute this, go back to our browser, and then they enter our username at facebook.com, and then they enter their password, which is password. We click login, we go back, and we should have user at facebook.com as the username and password as password. So we got their Facebook, and they're about to run our payload, but we need to listen to it, so we need to use the exploit. So it's exploit multi and then handler. Use the multi-handler module. Then we need to set the payload. We'll set this payload to Windows interpreter reverse underscore HTTP, because that's the one we used for the payload when we generated it. We need to set the L host to our IP address of the server, the local server, the Apache 2 server, 192.168.110.128. We'll set the L port 8080, I believe it was. Let me just, oh, I think I've closed it, but I think I used 8080. Click enter. If I haven't, I will change it. And then we'll show options to make sure everything's updated. There we go. Now we can just type exploit, click enter, and we'll listen for a connection on the reverse HTTP handler. So we've started the HTTP handler. Now if they run this file, it's fully undetectable by antiviruses, by the way, so no antivirus will actually pick this up. Windows protected your PC. Now this is not an antivirus message. Windows Defender will automatically remove and delete a virus. So this is not an antivirus message. And this is just it's just a notification to the user that this application has an unknown publisher. It's not very commonly downloaded, and that is the reason they're getting this message, but it's not an antivirus message, so it's important to understand that. So we're just going to click run anyway, and if we go back to our Kali machine, we can see that we've actually got a interpreter session opened. So now if we type sysinfo, we've got full access to the computer now. Beef is pretty much done its job. We can actually just close out of Beef now, as they could end up going off Beef, so they could go to Google. They go to Google and Beef is no longer usable. But now we've got our payload or rootkit installed to the computer or server, so we can take a screenshot, see where it is, or see what they're actually doing. So it's saved to our root, which will be in here, and what's it saved under? YD. There we go, it's this one here. So I've got a screenshot of their desktop, so you can see what they're doing. Now this attack and all these videos are on the same network, so these are computers connected to the same Wi-Fi spot. I can't show webcam because I don't have one connected, but we can type I believe it's help, I think it might, there we go. Password database commands. We can hash dumps the contents of the SAM database. Let's have a look what we can actually do. Yeah, there's the record microphone, the webcam list, webcam chat. I don't know what that does. We can play a video stream. Right, we'll go up. We can start a key scan, so we can start caption caption keystrokes. So it's a keylogger basically. We can also kill certain processes. So there's loads of different things now. We've got basically our rootkit uploaded. So let's start a key scan underscore start. So if we go down to the bottom of this terminal, we'll type key scan underscore start. It's starting this keystroke sniffer. So it started it. And then if we go to let's go to Facebook, we click enter, we go to Facebook, we log in. I'm not going to actually log in, but we'll type test again. So test 123 at gmail.com, and the password will be 123456. Click login. That's obviously not going to work. Facebook's going to say that's not an account. Okay, that was an actual account. What? Wait, Provide your date of birth. Oh, okay. I did not actually know that this was a real account. Okay, that was quite strange. So test@gmail.com 123456 is actually a Facebook account. Well, there we go. We've just keylogged anyway, so we'll better stop because we'll have too many. Now let's have a look what it was to stop it. So it's keyscan_stop, which makes sense because we started it with start. There we go, we stopped, and we'll just dump it now. So we'll dump everything we know. It's dumped it. Oh, incorrect function, was it dump? Keyscan_dump. That should have actually saved. I'm not too sure why that hasn't saved it. It's keyscan_dump. I'll have to find out why that's not working, but you can get the idea. Let's try it again. No, it's failed. Okay, I'll have a look at this. I'm not sure what the problem is, but I think you get the idea. We do have full control over the computer. We can kill processes. We can do many different things. If we type kill, let's see what happens. So kill, and then yeah, the PDI, sorry. Basically, that's like using the what's it called, task manager. So you can just kill certain applications. I think we did we stop that key sniffer? I'm just wondering why it hasn't actually dumped them. I will find out the reason for that though. You'll find the explanation in the description. But that's it for the video. So we've got full access over this computer. If it did help, please leave a like, comment if you're stuck with anything. I'll be happy to help. Subscribe for future content, and I will see you in the next video.